Hello everyone, welcome back. On the occasion of the 10th year anniversary, we dive into one of the most beautiful, well-written, spectacular fantasy thrillers, called Inception. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button below and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our content. Directed by Christopher Nolan, Inception is a thrilling sci-fi heist film. Inception demands and overly compensates for your total attention. But, if you get so lost into Nolan's dream world, we wouldn't blame you. So, let's walk through this convoluted psychological brain twister, and we highly recommend that you watch to the very end, where the ending is explained. Let us lay out the basics. Leonardo is Don Cobb, a master thief for hire who infiltrates other people's dreams to steal trade secrets. Cobb is accompanied by his longtime right-hand man, Arthur, played by Joseph Gordon, on top-level missions for well-to-do clients. Sato, played by Ken Watanabe, hires Cobb and Arthur to do Inception, indicating he wants them to plant an idea in his dying competitor's ear, instead of stealing one.
Steal an idea from someone's mind. Why can't you plant one there instead?
This idea will cause Robert Fisher, played by Cillian Murphy, to dismantle his father's multi-billion-dollar empire. Cobb cannot return to America to see his children because he's suspected of killing his wife, Mal. Sato promises to get Cobb to his children scot-free if he pulls off the job. Cobb assembles a team which includes a forger, Eames, who can transform into another person's identity, an architect, Ariadne, who designs the dreamscapes and teaches the dreamer about the world. To do Inception, the team needs to go multi-dream levels deep, and require heavier sedatives, which is provided by a chemist, Yusuf. Now, as the dreamers go into the inner levels of the dream, time will stretch. And if they go too deeply, they end up in limbo, where people seem to forget reality. So, the dreamers use a privately held object, a totem, to distinguish dream from reality. To wake the dreamer up by one level of dream, a kick is required. Also, if a dreamer dies in a basic dream, he wakes up by one level. However, in a multi-level dream, under a powerful sedative, a synchronized kick is required to wake the dreamer up. But if the dreamer dies, he or she ends up in limbo. The heist begins. In the first level of the dream, the team is put to sleep inside Yusuf's dream, and Sato is shot during an unintended attack on them. The team kidnaps Fisher, while Eames morphs into Fisher's father's advisor, Browning. He tells Fisher that his father wanted him to create a new business, instead of inheriting his father's. In the second level, Yusuf drives the team in a minivan, and the team is put to sleep again inside Arthur's dream. Cobb impersonates Fisher's security officer to tell him that he is dreaming and he is there to protect him. He persuades Fisher to enter Browning's dream to extract his secrets. At this moment, Fisher thinks he is entering Browning's dream, but Arthur puts the team to sleep into Eames' dream, thus Fisher facilitates his own inception.
He's gonna help us break into his own subconscious.
In the third level, when everyone except Arthur goes into Eames' dream, Cobb instructs Fisher to breach into the fortress and locate his dying father's will. Cobb's dead wife, Mal, who is a part of his projection, appears in this dream and pulls the trigger on Fisher. Meanwhile, Sato dies and falls into limbo. Cobb and Ariadne think they can get Fisher back by going down into Cobb's mind, because Mal is projection of Cobb's mind. Consequently, Cobb and Ariadne enter Cobb's mind to find Fisher. At this level, as Mal stabs Cobb, Ariadne kills Mal's projection. Thereafter, Ariadne pushes Fisher off the balcony, which is timed perfectly with the shock from the defibrillator in the third level. Fisher wakes up in the third level, where his father asks him to be his own man. Cobb stays back to find Sato in limbo and get him back to reality. Finally, there is a synchronized kick in every level of the dream. Thus, everyone wakes up, except Cobb and Sato. Eventually, Cobb finds Sato in limbo and reminds him that the world he's in isn't real. They killed themselves and wake up in reality. Alright, the moment that you've all been waiting for. Cobb uses a totem which, if it keeps spinning, that means he is in a dream. If it stops and falls over, that means he is back in reality. At the end of the movie, Cobb spins the totem to see if he is dreaming, but he walks away and the top keeps spinning. So, is it all just a dream? Michael Kane in one of his interviews revealed that Christopher Nolan told him that any scenes his character was in, it is actually reality and the others are dreams. Professor Miles is present in the final scene, which confirms the final scene is reality.
It's reality. So get that. If I'm in it, it's reality.
During his time in dreams, Cobb always has his wedding ring on. However, in reality he never wears it. When Cobb arrives in the United States to meet his kids, there is no ring. When he spins the totem, there is no ring, which confirms the final scene is reality. To be fair, the story is complete for Cobb, whether he's in a dream or not. He doesn't care enough to find out if it was just a dream or reality, because he gets his kids back, which was his goal throughout the movie. What is your theory on the ending? Let us know in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more great videos just like this one. Thanks for watching.